Hello, this is Patrick. I have lots of thoughts going through my head. It is so overwhelming what is happening in the world. And in particular, the financial side is very interesting too. But I'm going to keep this simple. One, I told you I always thought Bitcoin, it douses to be uh, mostly a CIA type. And that's like you have 17 agencies. The CIA is 75% of Bitcoin. All right. So the technology comes from them. And many of you probably have seen the that interview. It's really interesting. A guy who works in code for these cryptocurrencies. He says there's probably only two people in the world who could do it, and they weren't involved in developing Bitcoin. And he suspected it might have been just a total artificial intelligence creation. This is getting scary. And this whole blockchain technology that they're using could be used for other things, mostly to subjugate you. But I just wanted to say something really quick. I just did a dowsing on the possibility of civil war in the United States, which it seems those who are feeding money to the Democrats and to those Republicans that support the Democrats, which is about half of them, they're trying to start the civil war. They're proxies. And don't forget, many of these senators are possessed, about 45%, various levels of possession. That means a demon comes in and activates it and controls them. And so don't be surprised. So I said, what is the probability that we'll go into a civil war? And a civil war defining between culture and arms, all right, and arms. And this concept has been here a long time. They said, well, the dark side is not going to give up without throwing everything they got into the fight, all right? And they're just going to up the ante. And you can tell a civil war, race war, any kind of words you want, it's going to be there, all right? This is what the people who are backing the old paradigm want. They need it to stay in power. But they're ultimately going to fail. But we have to go through this, I guess. I don't know. So what's the possibility we're going to be? Are we in what percent of a civil war are we in right now? So let's just go that way. Okay, we're about 20%, all right? 15, 20%. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. So we're not there. We're partly there. Okay, in 6 months, will we be in a civil war? Where, more than 50% is considered, okay? So we're 6 months, 25%. 12 months. 12 months, we're 50%. 18 months, please. 18 months, we're 85, 90% in a civil war. 24 months, it's over, 5%. So you can kind of see how it explodes, and then it just disappears. And that coincides with other things I've been talking about. So it's going to get more and more rough. Just know that. And just be aware of your surroundings. People don't know how to take, and this wave of energy is coming in. And something's coming in. I had that wave again the other night. I went down to a beach town, and I was walking down. I was looking down, and there are huge waves coming in. Huge waves, one after another. And I go, well, no one's surfing today in that. and I think it has to do with I don't know. Let me just think for a second on that one. Here it is. Let's just douse that. Is that waves of spiritual energy? Yes, no. That'll be spiritual. That'll be destructive. It's destructive energy. Interesting. Okay. Does this has to do with the economy? More false flags. Maybe a mixture. maybe more false flags. But the energy's there, it's just destructive, and we're going to be like this for another 18 months, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I'm talking about the political climate of friction, this attack on all the institutions of the republic. Even if you go out, it's almost like going out on a date is illegal. When you think of it, that's where they're going. So, and it goes on and on and on. It's very, it's kind of spooky, but it's going to be okay. We're going to go through this change and realize at the end of the day, in 2 years, it'll be completely different. But the next 18 months are going to be turning up the heat, and we can see that in the news today. You just turn it on. I just don't watch it. That's pretty much what I do, and I function on my chores and things in front of me, and try to have a positive contribution to society where we all can benefit. But you got to realize the paradigm that's failing is fighting for its life, and it's going to be messy. All right, thank you, and hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.